Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Sports Scene. I am here with my supporters outfit again. Hi Lawrence, how are you?
Yeah, good evening everyone. Welcome to Sports Scene. Welcome to another great episode. And all right, I'll say it. I'll let this get out of my chest. And congratulations, New South Wales.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Jeez. Yeah.
What was the score?
Look, whether you won by one or whatever amount that you won on Sunday, a win's a win, and yeah, congratulations.
Yes. How come there was no try at all? Unanswered tries. Blues put how many tries and they went all unanswered? What happened there? I mean, I saw the likes of Cherry Evans. He was all tensed up way before halftime. What happened there? I mean, what was going through your mind when you were at that point watching the game?
Well, I'm gobsmacked. You got me. You got me again. Look, it was a good win by New South Wales. They've got a really strong team. So
I know. Did you see the intercept and the runaway try from Latrell?
Yeah, he seemed to be a bit slow.
Well, faster for Colts.
Well, I mean, he had about a 20-meter gap, and I reckon if Coach had another 10 meters, he would have got him.
I mean, if he was that heavy and no one caught him, to me that was fast. That was fast.
Yeah.
And the try that never happened. Tebo had to stop him there.
Yeah.
Man, that was that painful?
Yeah. No, it was. Look, I must say, look, Latrell played well. Travojevic played well, and of course Jerome Loy and Cleary, they all played really well.
You know, I'm foreseeing a clean sweep by Game 3. I will just keep wearing this cape, just keep doing this until Game 3. Should we move on?
Can we move on?
I know it's very painful for you. Okay. Should have just shown support by wearing a Maroons jersey. All right. Let's do away with that. We look forward to Game 3.
Yes, please.
Hopefully they will, make something of Game 3. At least get some points on the scoreboard.
I hope so.
All right. Okay, so on the show tonight.
On the show, keep going.
On the show tonight, we have Matthew Church, again with the Hunters preview of round 12 coming up this weekend against the Cutters.
Yep.
And we have the competition director for PNGFA joining us, and she'll be talking about the NSL season that's about to start.
Okay.
That's it. So let's recap on the scoreline again, of course, starting with the state of origin.
All right. Now, for the state of origin, this is, if you didn't watch the game, here it is, 26-0. New South Wales 26. Congratulations to you, beating the Queensland Maroons on 0. Wow, 26-0. Moving it right along, Tigers 20 over the Lahanis 10. This is the Digicel Cup round 4 results. And the boys, Gulf is so, boom, 18-16 win over the Miocs. Wigman, well, it was only till the last 20 minutes, and they were able to run away with the score there. 36-14 against the Burries. Tumbe 12 against the Vipers 8. Morocco had a massive win over the Cutters, 34-8. And Mount Hagen Eagles beat the Gurias, 12-10. All right. Now, the ladder as it stands, Tigers are at the top with Wigman, followed by the Morocks. All right, that's your top 3 with the Vipers now taking the 4th place of the Digicel Cup ladder after round number 4. The other placings of the ladder, here it is, Tumbe, Eagles, Gurias and Iso. They make up the top 8, okay, of the Digicel Cup, and the rest of the just keep it going. The Burries, Cutters, Miocs, and the Goroka Lahanis still yet to win a game. All right, those are that's the ladder after round 4 of the Digicel Cup. We've got now that was it. There was no interest Super Cup, and of course there was no NRL. It was a representative round. So that's about it for last week. We will take a short time out now, and we'll be back. I'll be speaking to Matthew Church of the Hunters via Zoom right here on Sports Scene. All right, welcome back and good evening to you all. It is time now for our Zoom session with Coach of the PNG Hunters, Matthew Church, joining us online again. Good evening, Coach, and welcome back on the show on Sports Scene.
Thanks, Lawrence. Thanks for having me on once again. It's good to be back on.
All right. Well, you had a week of rest. How are the boys feeling? I saw the lineup. You are fielding pretty much your most experienced side in terms of what you have currently on stock.
Yeah, going with the most, certainly probably our most experienced back line that we could put together. I still have 4 or 5 guys in the injured bay that are not available for selection, which makes that a little bit difficult. But certainly the most experienced back line we could put together. Brendan
Gutono and Terry Wapi come back in the side. You're happy with their current health and injury-wise? They're good to go?
Yeah, Terry nursed a hamstring complaint, hamstring knee complaint for probably a couple of weeks, and we probably won't do any favours. And we're sort of on one leg there, and fullback, you cover a lot of territory, so we wanted to give him a few weeks out of the game just to get that back to 100%, and he looks to be moving a lot more freely now. We obviously know what Terry brings to the table. He's a match winner. And Gutono, broke his arm coincidentally against Mackay in round 3. And, it's good to welcome him back into the group as well.
All right. You're playing Mackay Cutters. You played them up in Mackay. They hopefully travel in this Saturday. I shouldn't have said that. They're definitely going to travel in on Saturday. But I said it, of course, because hopefully the borders open. Well, not the borders, but the lockdown is relaxed as of tomorrow evening.
Yeah. So we unfortunately had to go on a 3-day lockdown, but that's what's designed to keep the state safe. And at this stage, the game's still going ahead, and we're certainly preparing as if we're playing on Saturday. Mackay obviously sit lower than us on the ladder. They're very inexperienced like us. They're a really young team. Yep. Probably rely heavily on their Cowboys contingent. Yep. And I think we might be benefited with the NRL Stage 4, with the players all being into Stage 4 in the NRL level, which probably mean that NRL players don't drop back to the Intrust Super Cup this weekend, so we might be benefited by that.
Okay, so you're playing on Saturday at our home ground there, Bycroft Oval. Just running through the team list, really good backline there. Terry Wapi, Junior Rao, Brendan Nima, Joe Joshua, Gutono, and your half combination of Ase Boaz and Charlie Simon. That should really get you good stead. And then in the forwards, Ila Alu's your captain, of course. Sylvester Namo, Benji Cott back in again. Hopefully he doesn't do anything too bad there. But I love his aggression. And of course, Samuel Yegip, Watovo Puara, and Stanton Albert. So right across the board, Coach, you have a pretty strong team there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the benefit of going young and persisting with those young guys is that they're now at that 10 or 11, 12 games experience of Intrust Super Cup level. So hoping to continue to build on that and build on those combinations. Stability is the key for winning games, and the more you can stick to a stable lineup. Unfortunately, we've had a number of injuries and a number of suspensions, and you mentioned about Benji. Probably getting himself into trouble because of repeated offences throughout the year. So, but he's had a really good start to the year. He's not, he prefers to play in the centres, but his aggression and his ball playing ability to play back row has been really something that I've enjoyed, giving him the opportunity to show his wares in that position.
All right, no worries, Coach. We'll leave it at that. I'm sure we'll definitely get the win against Mackay Cutters. Just a quick update on Jokadi. He's doing well?
Yeah, he continues to improve. I think I mentioned last week that we're respecting his wishes and the release of the information that comes out. And he's moved from the ward that he was into another room just recently. I think that was yesterday. So that's really beneficial for him, because that means that once you start moving away from certain wards, that you're getting in better health. So so we continue to keep in touch with him, and with the lockdown we can't visit him as much, so we're doing a fair bit of FaceTime and just connecting with him, just so that he's got some company, even though he might be in a room by himself.
Yeah. No worries, Coach. Thank you so much again for chatting with us. Good luck to you on Saturday, and please pass our best wishes to the boys.
Will do. Thanks, Lawrence.
All right, there we go. That's Matthew Church, our PNG SP Hunters head coach, coming to us via Zoom. We'll take a short time out now, and we'll be back with more right here on Sports Scene. All right, good night, everyone, and welcome back to Sports Scene. It's time now to talk PNG football, and with us in the studio is Director of Competitions, PNGFA, Roosje Suwae. Did I get that right?
Yes, Lawrence.
Nelly?
No, you have it right. Thank you.
Well, good night and welcome on the show.
Thank you, and thank you, EMTV, for having me on the show.
No worries. Really happy to have you on, and I must say, congratulations to you for actually getting into the role. Director of Competitions, PNGFA, man, must be a pretty big role, huh? But nothing you're not too new about.
Yes, it is a very big or massive role.
Yep.
And I expect it as a challenge to me, so
Awesome.
I look forward to that. Working with.
Well, I mean, look, it's not part of the script here, which I have here.
No,
but,
it's all right.
It's really good to see women take on really good management roles. Within the not just football, but out there in the public. You're now going to be director competition for the men's comp now. So well done to that. That's a good effort.
Thank you very much.
All right. Now let's go straight into the competition, the NSL. A lot of talk about that. Are you able to tell us when that will start?
Well, for the men's NSL, our tentative date of commencement is the 17th of July, which is just 2 weeks away from now.
Okay.
But because of COVID, we have to adhere to some restrictions that have been there. We're looking at a slight delay, but not a very long one. Yeah,
COVID's always sort of fluid, huh?
Yes.
Every week, if not every week, every day, there may be new measures and new things that you need to comply with.
Yes, that is true. I just heard on the radio this morning too that there could be a third surge.
Yeah.
And so I'm really looking forward to how the situation will be in terms of soccer.
Yeah, I am now. Okay. Thank you for that. 17th of July, we'll see how that pans out over the next couple of days.
Yeah.
The format. Last year we had put Moresby Lay, or two regions. What's the format that's planned for this season?
Last year, NSL, for the men's, we have 10 participating clubs.
Yes.
And they play home and away games, both Lay and Port Moresby.
Okay, that's right.
This year, due to COVID, especially because of the vaccination issue, the executive has opted for a different format, which is what we call the Conference League.
Conference League, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
So the Conference League, we have this year 14 participating clubs.
Okay.
And we have divided them into two regions, the northern region in Lay and the southern region in Lay. So the clubs from the northern region are expected to play in Lay, and those here in the southern region will play here in Port Moresby.
We were talking off camera, Rosie, about the usual suspects of the teams that are there. Lay City FC.
Yes.
We've also got Lay City Dwellers.
Yes, we do.
And you want to just go run through the ones at the top of your head that going to be part of the Northern Conference.
Part of the Northern will be, of course, the defending champions, Lay City FC.
Yep.
And then we have Lay City Dwellers. Tusbab Stallions is from Medang.
Yes.
The Morobe United FC. The FC Morobe Wawens. These two from Lay, Sipik FC from Wiwek, but they'll go down and they'll be based in Lay, stationed in Lay, yes.
Okay.
And the new team, well, it's the Northern Conference Development Team.
Okay,
it's a PNGFA team.
It's a PNGFA team,
yes.
Okay. So really promoting the young ones to also be a part of that.
Yes.
Okay, and in the Southern Conference, Hekari, I don't want to be biased here, but Gulf Komara as well,
Yes.
and anyone else that we're expecting from the
Apart
Southern?
from Hekari United and Gulf Komara, we have Star Mountains FC.
Of course, yep.
We have Tabor FC. Tabor FC is a Kimbe provincial government sponsored team.
Nice, nice.
They have most of the players and the coaches, two of the coaches based here in Port Moresby,
Okay.
and some players and one assistant coach based in Kimbe. So, but the team itself is based here, so they're slotted into the Southern Conference region tournament. Yeah.
Okay, well, it looks like it's going to be a really tight competition, and all of the 14 participating teams are all have registered, and you're just waiting for that, or some are still yet to register?
About almost all have registered,
Yep.
And by registration, I mean they pay the EOI fees, they
Yes.
pay the affiliation fees,
Yep.
as well as the player registration fees. We still have about 2 or 3 more clubs, but that we've given them the we've deferred
Okay.
that so that
Sure.
at least before the commencement of the game,
Yep.
they can still pay. Yeah.
Okay, big topic here, vaccination. The PNG NRLC or the Digital Cup did not start until all the players were vaccinated. What's the stance that PNGFA will take on this?
Well, for PNGFA, we are of the understanding that it is not yet compulsory.
Correct.
Vaccination is not yet compulsory.
Yep.
And so the option that the executive have opted for, which is the conference league,
Yep.
is a cause of that.
Okay.
Because majority of the clubs, especially the young players, do not really or are hesitant or do not want to get the vaccination. So in order for us to allow the games to continue,
Yeah.
we opt for the option of the conference league.
Okay. Okay. No, that's fine, and I commend you on that. Stance. As we said, the vaccination is voluntary, but it is advisable to get your vaccine. Okay, starting tentatively July 17. What about crowds? Crowds and television, televised. That's a big question. I must say, MTV was part of that broadcast last year. So, what's the latest?
Well, the latest is there has not been any agreement in terms of television coverage, but there will be live streaming of the games.
Yep.
My CEO and I am pretty sure the executives would like to have some televised games. So we are looking at that.
Okay.
But hopefully soon we will
Make that announcement.
make that announcement.
Okay. Yeah,
yes.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it, I'm sure. Of course, these things won't be possible unless we have major sponsor. What is the who are the major sponsors?
Okay. For our men's league, we have the only major sponsor, and that is Cumulus Petroleum Holdings
Yes.
Limited.
Yes.
They've been with the men's league for the last 2 years. This is the 3rd year of the sponsorship. So yes, they have always come good the previous years. So we're looking forward to another good working relationship with a sponsor. Again
Yeah,
for
no,
this
absolutely.
year.
Cumul Petroleum have always been a really good backer of football and sports in general. So well done to Mr. Sonk and Mr. Leary and all the crew at KPHL. Okay, Rosie, listen, I'll wrap it up here. Again, 17th of July is the sort of the tentative date of the start. That'll be updated, I'm sure, through various platforms and media. But what I'll do now, Rosie, is if there's anything you want to sort of add and say, and you can advise the public, please, by all means, I give you that opportunity.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Our aim to have the game, we have opted for this, the conference league, is to make sure that we continue to have the games being played. For the Women's National Soccer League last season, we have to defer the finals.
Yeah.
And we were not sure whether the men's competition will be on. But we are happy that as it is
we will continue with the men's, and we're looking forward to continue after the men's with the women's NSL as well as the Y League or the Youth League.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
those are the two major competitions in our calendar for this year. All other conferences are all deferred, but only for the NSL league.
Well, listen, Rosie, I must say, I'm sure you got a whole heap of stuff on your plate. We thank you very much for coming tonight and explaining to us the NSL. Really looking forward to the competition and getting to see football back, hopefully on the screens, and we can go out and watch as well.
Yes. Thank you very much, Lawrence, for taking time and having me for this interview.
No worries.
And I look forward to more close working relationship with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well.
Would love to have you every week, in fact, when the competition starts, so we can talk about football.
All right. Thank you for that.
All right. Well, there you go. That is the Director in Competitions, PNGFA, Roosje Suwae, with us, and we thank her for coming in this evening. We're going to wrap things up now on Sports Scene. We'll be back right here on Sports Scene.
Welcome back. You're watching Sports Scene. So, last segment here on Sports Scene tonight. Let's not dwell on the Maroons losing, apart from them getting embarrassed into the next life. Lawrence, let's get on with the weekend preview. What's coming up this weekend? We'll talk about the game tree next week.
We'll talk about next week, you sure? Okay.
Yeah, let's not talk anymore about State of Origin.
Okay.
Apart from me being dressed all blue.
Jeez. Okay, look, let's go straight to the NRL. And tonight the matches start off. It's a pretty big game, actually. Here it is, Roosters and Storms. Wow. Dini, that's your team, huh? Roosters? Sam Walker's back, and he'll partner with PNG's boy, Lachlan Lamb there. All right, on Friday night, these are the games. Warriors take on the Dragons, and another big game there in the top four. Penrith will take on the Eels. They'll be without Nathan Cleary, who apparently also, by the way, has been ruled out of State of Origin number 3. Wow. Okay. Saturday, Bulldogs versus Sea Eagles, Titans versus the Raiders, and Newcastle Knights take on the Cowboys. On Sunday, I'm actually happy with the Broncos lineup, Dini. I'm okay with that. Kotoni Staggs is back, so it should be a good game. Broncos versus the Sharks. We should be able to win, hopefully, And then the West Tigers take on the Rabbitohs. Those are the games for the NRL. Now, the Interest Super Cup, Falcons versus the Jets. Our Hunters take on the Mackay Cutters at Bycroft Oval, and the Blackhawks take on the Devils. That's all the games on Saturday. And the rest of the games, Brisbane Tigers versus the Bears, Wynnum Manly Seagulls versus Northern Pride. The Capras there will take on the Redcliffe Dolphins. And the last game on Sunday, the Magpies will take on the Seagulls. Now, of course, our local competition, let's not forget about them. Round 5 Digicel Cup, Moruks Lahanis, Miox versus the Eagles. The Gulf Issos travel to Lae and take on the Tigers. And the Cutters take on Wagi Tumbe there. So, yeah, those are the games for the Digicel Cup. And good luck to all the boys. Big one to the Gulf Issos traveling over to Lae for the game. That should be a massive game.
All right, so before we forget,
yes,
I forgot to mention at the beginning, the Athletics Grand Prix is starting tomorrow, and it will go until Monday. So some top athletes around the country looking to represent PNG will be here in Port Moresby starting tomorrow to compete at the Grand Prix down at the Cedron Guys Stadium. So that's something to check out for POM residents. I'm not too sure about entry, but I'm sure you'll be able to follow on the Athletics PNG page as well.
I'm sure, yeah.
All right, that's about it. We've got contact details up next, some little minor changes to the phone number. We have 312-9229. That's the number to call if you want to get in touch with Lawrence or myself. And you can email sports@emtv.com.pg, or you can message us on our Sports Scene Facebook page and leave your story tip or your comments and your email address and your phone number. Please do that as well. Yep. That's it. Any more announcement you want to make?
Look, hopefully we get a bit of showing in the Maroons team. Again, good luck. Congratulations on the series win.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Jeez, that was so hard. That was
Capture
so
this
hard.
moment.
It was
Capture
just,
this moment.
I don't want to.
That's it. We will see you same time, same place next week. Until then, bye for now.